now move to Mr. Manjunath. Sir, I mean, as Dr. Doshi said, you have been a veteran again in this industry. What is your sense about what we need to do to both build the supply chain, to build scale? Because again, the Indian market is so big. Why haven't there are a few players who have now expanded to 2,000 megawatts, etc. But Chinese companies are 5 gigawatt, 10 gigawatt. Why haven't we expanded like that?
So, as our Hitesh Joshi has already mentioned, what are we are facing the lot of difficulties and why our industry could not able to sustain, or including he has taken the other examples and all. See, the thinking of the government or the other people has to be broadened up. There should be something has to be think in a bigger manner. Yes, you rightly said this. There is a requirement of 300 gigawatt by 2030. So for that, what is our thinking has to be today? That thinking is not there. Whenever there is a thinking is there, then it goes in a different directions. So like we have also, that in few years back, we have faced for a developers for the land acquisition and for developing the projects and other things they made. Then the government has come out, they come out with the solar parks. It could be Pagoda, Reva, or the other places or other things. So whereas in the solar, in the manufacturing, when such is the case, you rightly said there is a supply chain, so much of materials has to be required. Why can't we build clusters of industrials, which could be at least 3 or 4 different places, which will available complete across the supply chain, complete infrastructure, then university, R&D, then the faculties, then testing. Even we have lack of many tests also. Even we have to depend upon many tests from the other countries. We have to send some of our components and other things to the other countries. So, and our Hitesh Jati has rightly said, like aluminum itself is the basic material we are depending upon something. If you go to the EVA or Tesla people, they will also say, for my raw material, I have to once again depend upon the other country. So there is no end, right? If you go to the any product, still we are dependency in the other countries for importing. And the policy is very important, which need to be done and which need to be like it has to be done, right? It is not like because of I done the policy, we have given the target, so it by pressure or by doing something, we should not reach into the level that on the last moment we need to achieve the target. Target has to be done with the smooth flow, right? So it should be proper system, proper policy. You said, rightly said, easy of doing business. Still, yes, we have improved our ranking in the globally, but in some of the states and some of the places, still the things are not good enough. Even to get see any like example, if you go to the any other country, including Europe, we will always take an example of China. Even Europe, if you go, I need to establish a manufacturing facilities of solar cell or modules. Then they say, what is the land you require? If I say I need about 20 acres, then said, no, yeah, you keep it 50 acres. First you registered only 20, you pay that much of money. Any day, the another 30 acres also you can able to get it, so that your expansion can be there. Then it can be like a welcome. And any of the manufacturers or any problems, it will be addressed in a proper manner. They'll give a lot of importance for the employment creation, as well as the revenue to the within the country, like what our Hitesh Jyoti has rightly said, right? That 1.5 crores of 1 megawatt, it will goes to the other country, whereas it is there. The government can able to get within a couple of years that same 1.5 crores by way of taxes to the government treasury. So these are the things which is lacking lot. Say we have when we started in the solar module manufacturing, right? There is a zero requirement in India. We used to supply completely to the European country. We are so happy, and our all products, all the times we are fully busy until 2012. when the European market is there. When Indian market started, like our Doshi has said, no morning when we started, what we need to do. So the next day it is not a goal that at least our par metal, our price should be equal of what we put to the tomorrow. It should be diminishing. So this is the position we are having. So the clear policy, the government has to come out the clear policy, right? And unfortunately, we are little stuck with the government because their ambition target is to achieve what is the gigawatt we are going to achieve, not the ecosystem of manufacturing in India, right? So that normally it has to come to electronics unit or to the commerce department. They will take care. For when it comes to the solar, then they will say no, you have to go to the ministry and the renewable energy and other things. So there also we are backlog. And the safeguard duty or anti-dumping duty or BCD is not new to the Indian manufacturing, right? Either it could be talk as a metal industry, you call it as a glass industry, or you call it as an for the any industry it is there, and they're all smoothly it goes. Whereas in our this thing anti-dumping duty is supposed to be implemented on 8 years back. When the 8 years back, when the first the it has to, then that time they said no, it should be done in a different manner, but finally it could not happen. Then in between suddenly they introduced something which is not real calculation method of safeguard duty. Now also they are talking BCD, which is not real financial calculation whether what is relevant or not relevant, right? Which is they are going to they are saying that they will going to bring, or when they will going to bring, when they will not going to bring is also not clarity. And what I want to say is, they see we are very talented manpower. We have n number of, so even our country, you know that many people will go and stays in the abroad and other places to get, because of our talent will be recognized in the other countries is much better than our country. The reason is because we are not able to grow multifolds. Any manufacturers or any industrialist, always their aim is to grow. Here to sustainability of the present situation itself, we have to struggle a lot. So the question mark of the growing will be very difficult. In the solar industry, if you see the people who was invested like Indo Solar or the Moser Bear or Lanco or the many other players who are really on those days with the technology what they invented or what they have invested, it's really very good. But afterwards, it is not been encouraged to them, right? To scale it up, to improve the R&D, to improve the technological support. These things is lacking too much in our country. So that if it is being done, then I think we definitely able to reach a high level of ecosystem of manufacturing.
Right. Thank you very much.